What's up, yins guys? I'm gonna do another video, and I'm gonna try to communicate to you without making the same damn repetitive shit. Putting my foot up here always with the videos. I want to cover some points where I had this video that I made back in 2012, and man, it's got like this huge ass amount of views. Probably mostly because of the criticisms these young kids saying that, oh, you can't do any of this stuff for bow-leggedness or abnormal legs. There's all kind of different conditions that we got to overcome, unlike everybody else that's the dancer and martial arts that they can do all the splits like right off the bat. I'm trying to establish like Indians guys out there that got something wrong with. I think even the professionals admit to a point where they have one leg that's better than the other. But a lot of us have it worse, and it could be very discouraging. Whether you call it bow-leggedness, knock-knee. Like I got this thing where with one foot, the right foot, my stretching techniques actually corrected this with the foot. Like when I was a nerdy, skinny, nerdy kid, on top of that, I used to do a lot of, well, like what a lot of kids mostly do, especially boys, doing that jumping with bikes and always damaging the one foot or the leg, and you done that shit so much, you're feeling the effects even now. You're not in any pain, but probably had a lot of things which may be mild fractures or twists and different things that you never even went to the doctor for. But I'm going to show you to a point where okay, getting on with it, like putting your leg just up to when you're doing your basic stretching and all that. I do a few things on the toe where you don't see in a camera. You're going up and down with your toes. Just like the ballet people, but instead of doing bare feet, you're doing it in boots because you could pivot the foot around. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to maybe do more talking and instead of just doing all the stuff and talking about, when you're not just doing this, sometimes normal people, they can do a thing and stretch their hamstring, right? But one time you get this foot or ankle, you may have to just move the foot a little this way or a little this way. And I preached in some of my videos that you always tilting around and get comfortable and always holding on to objects, you know what I mean? Or put your foot up like that, or say up this bar right here, this metal bar here. But then always squatting up and down. But if you're stretching and you don't feel it in that hamstring like you're supposed to, like the professionals say you're supposed to, and you are at this thing with the one hip different than the other, it's kind of off. You're just anatomically, it's just the way it is, the way you're born. You might do something the right way, and you're feeling something that's not right in that hip bone. You could damage something. But then you tilt it. Some of us can tilt something a different way with our foot or leg that's considered by a professional off some kind of way, but yet you're feeling a hamstring stretch because that one isn't, well, just like at people in school, you got the superior athletes and nerds. It can be discouraging. I mean, when you're a kid, you could be in the gym and doing these, well, how come at everybody else it hurts when you're doing this one stretch, but you discover later in life. That's what I'm hoping to do for some of Yin's guys. And this time I'm a little bit, instead of close to the wall, have my foot kind of further away when I'm doing this. Have my foot further away. And I got this camera, it's a little different this time. I'm doing this right leg, because I was doing the left leg and had a camera over there before. Have the foot further away. And what I'm stressing here, do some of this, and when you got your foot up, then I'm holding this, you're going to be feeling that if you're just starting. You say you can't get it up as high. Say even if you stay like this or a little lower. The breathing is very important, because I noticed if you monitor your breathing, I mean, there's a certain thing about breathing wrong, especially when you're first starting out. you're going to want to not hold on, and you're going to want to give up just about now. You're going to be feeling this in your leg. Then maybe if you give it up and come out of it, then you can't take anymore, and maybe go and try again. You know what I mean? But like I'm going a little bit further away from the wall right now. We're always battling, like one leg is different than the other. It's like even holding like this, you're going to be feeling that. Well, I'm talking right now, but then I keep breathing and trying to breathe it out. I think the Russian Systema videos that I bought in the book, I even bought the book, the Let Every Breath, and both of the DVDs. Even if you don't follow everything totally to the T, just like people following books and scriptures to that being scripturally correct. Even if you don't follow those, do the Systema things totally word for word. What it's supposed to teach you about breathing to try to adjust yourself. So say if you buy them Systema DVDs like with the breathing, you don't want to say, oh, I give it up, this is bullshit. It's not. What it's trying to tell you is like, maybe read between the lines, find a way to breathe. And somehow if you're breathing wrong, you're going to want to get discouraged and kind of come out of it. But at the same time, in combination, not just the breathing, there's a thing that I'm saying that you have abnormalities in one leg more than the other, and you couldn't be the superior athlete or dancer or martial arts. You may have to do something and move around. Well, even if you're a superior athlete, you want to adjust, and I think you should want to always just. I like to grip things. I like that better than the professional ballet dance bars, or using what you have. Get over here a little bit, grab onto this, then you're feeling that. And see, I've been doing this for a long time, but I want to try to do a video on what things look like when you're just starting out. Like I got this old video that I was saying about curing bow-leggedness and knock-knee. These young kids were putting it down, and they're showing. I think it made this gazillion, all this big bunch of views. More views than I'd ever see in any of my videos now. But like, all because of a lot of people were showing something that I'm supposedly wrong. But I'm trying to get people to adjust. Like you can move your feet, turn this feet. I think what you all constantly want to be doing is kind of moving your foot this way in a stretch and a little bit this way. See what it does. Like if you're targeting the hamstring, you might want to target something else internally in your leg that you're feeling that's keeping you from, trying to keep you from getting like here. And when you're first starting out, and then you're older, unlike when you're a young kid, when you do this stuff older, like when I was actually started openly putting this stuff up in YouTube videos back in 2012, I was doing a little bit outside of videos and never making videos. I'm trying to want to do videos replicating what it looked like when I never did any videos. Because nobody does that on damn. If you got this far in this video, what I'm saying is nobody even does that. Nobody, I don't care who it is. If you see anybody, show me their videos. I think there should be more people on YouTube videos that show something what it looks like when you're not even anywhere yet, when you're failing. One of my regrets, even when people troll videos, actually, that's why trolls don't bother me. One of my biggest regrets is I didn't post any of my stuff that when I was real. I think people need to see on YouTube not the hot-looking yoga instructors and the hot-looking dancers all the time, or the martial arts that are practically Bruce Lee's, even older Bruce Lee's, younger Bruce Lee's. People need to see maybe what something looks like when you're very bad at it, or if you started the shit out late in life, and maybe your leg is only, saying. I think I'm going to try to do a video and duplicate that. I really regret that. I think YouTube needs more of that. The stuff that when you first started out that maybe too embarrassing to even put it in the video. Nobody wants to see how uh, behind you are as far as that. And maybe laughable, you're trying it in the privacy of your own home and not even putting it on videos so nobody sees. I pissed somebody off at a place that I got fired from that I told some of you guys, the followers, about, that everybody's saying is dangerous and stuff. I made this point that one of my favorite quotes is, the stuff you do in secret and that may be dangerous, you do it cautiously. Not even so much dangerous. It's like, not so much dangerous as, yeah, people will laugh, you suck at it. Everybody sucks when they start out. Some people suck more than others. But that's why you do it in privacy. I don't care who the fuck you are. Do it in private. Then what you show in open, I like what you show in open, that you're able to do in open arrogantly and flipping everybody off. Like I was in front of a place that was half women. You know, some of my friends and some of them hated you for it, the donut jumping busybodies. I pissed them off saying this. The stuff you do in secret, I told them, yeah, some stuff is dangerous and then you suck at it. Do it in privacy. And then it comes from everything you do in private. Do in secrecy, they want to ban it, they want to make it dangerous, they want to even make it criminal. And in a sense, you might suck at it, but some people don't want to call it just dangerous or the hazard of nanny state to have it against you doing it. They want to practically call it criminal conspiracy or terrorism, like doing a little stretch, a little bit of push-ups. Oh yeah, what do you need to do that for? Yeah, but anyway, in a place like that, before I was even any good right now, and all the people that have their fancy channels and everything, wonderful people, but we all start out somewhere. A lot of us are failures. We have abnormal, anatomically things that we got to overcome. So I'm in this workplace doing this because there's a half of it's women showing off, trying to raise an awareness and being arrogant, doing knuckle push-ups too, of an innuendo. Yeah, you little men that be saying their shit, you know, and deliberately grinding bare knuckle down on the ground and all that. It's like, fuck, you do it too. But I'm in front of a bunch of women on here before the next shift. The next shift is almost over and the other one's coming in. I'm going like this, all the way on an I-beam. Like I said, and everybody was totally okay with it. And then the one woman boss that hired me on with the company, she was raving about it and thought it was the greatest thing. Oh, he does yoga. But when they found out, I was telling somebody in one of my, I don't want to say their name and misuse their name like I know them or anything either. They're friends. But yeah, they were kind of laughing there with me about it. I'm like, when it was called wink wink yoga, they're okay with it. But then if it gets out, you're teaching women and other people your right to walk around with a smirk on your face and raise awareness to be able to have a reasonable, whether you're Bruce Lee or not, be able to kick somebody's face into outer space, you know what I mean? But I get in a fight with this guy in the restroom and he banned me from doing it and everything that I did. They fired me for it. Yeah, I was sneaking and crossing the boundaries and paying people to hold a camera too, and that was way before, and they told me don't do that no more, and I didn't. Then right after that, I get a fight in a restroom, and everything I did was illegal and wrong and a hazard. But yet I was telling somebody on the telephone recently too, that yeah, they don't make anybody wear boots in this place that manufactures glass. Full of hazards, fucking hypocrites. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying this too is like when you have an occupation somewhere, I preach this in places I work too. Just because you were something back in school or whatever, oh, you should put away, don't do any of this stuff. It's considered some kind of, it's weird, it's a bad etiquette. You're not anything anymore. Now you're in some place you work, you're just a productive sheep. You've got to live a productive life, anything you do. Oh, but you can go to Planet Fitness where you have this special machines that you're these sheep. You're going to these machines, and oh yeah, you're graced with the equipment to be able to bench press a lot of pounds or whatever. But you rather stay away from anything that looks like that you might be somebody that did time in prison. You're honing skills to be able to even though you were never in prison, you're taught like telling you what you're not supposed to do in acting and work your ass off. They want you to be tired and obedient. They want you to be good and exhausted. They don't want you to be physically fit where you could do something graceful. The stretching is a part of it. And some people don't believe it. They eat the fast food and well, I eat some junk. I binge on junk food. That's how my channel is different. I binge on all kind of junk too, pizzas and different things. And me and the girlfriend for our birthday, we each devoured a whole box of ice cream. So we're not all health nuts either. But being able to gracefully, they don't want you to overcome anything. They want you to work busting your ass. They want you to get good exhausted, so you're mentally and physically exhausted, and you can't think for yourself anymore. You're dependent on that job, whatever. Passively accept whatever wages you're paid. Oh, they preach that busting your ass. Yeah, you can't do something without busting your ass, and you be able to do it gracefully, and you're not sweating as much, so they turn up the heat, and want to bust your ass and at the same time save a buck by wanting you to do all this shit without helping you overcome the report. They just turn up the heat. Combination of being greedy for money, and they just want somebody else on their high horse wants you to bust your ass and sweat while they fatten up their wallet, and they're like, and anything that's, like I said, if it's wink wink yoga, the last place I worked, they were fine with it, but then if you teach or project anything to other people, especially that were women, because you had a lot of women, they have tattoos, they swear like everybody else, and they want to make money and feed their kids. They don't give a fuck much anymore than I do about being some obedient sheep. But then you get the donut chomping busybodies and the tattletales. Yeah, I'm trying to say before I finish this video, to religious people too, they say yoga is satanic. But I'm trying to tell these people, but the other people that don't care about your religion, some do. If it's wink wink yoga or wink wink Pilates or something, or wink wink Planet Fitness, they're okay with it. But if you utter any words that, oh yeah, you want to get over, work gracefully without busting your ass, and you want to walk around with a smirk on your face and your nose up to authority, and have your nose up with a cocky look, being a sheep. Yeah, right. Yeah. But if you preach things like that, then you'll shut your exercising down and they'll fire you. Or if you want to go around, if you're a dude, you want to go around with tattoos, and even if you go to bench press, you're some arrogant person with a smirk on your face and you want to walk around strong. Even at Planet Fitness, if you admit that it's anything against any type of authority, even though you're not some criminal like they see as a criminal, yeah, they'll fuck with you ever. And that's why I make my version of these videos about gang stalking. Some of it's, I believe some of it's true, even though there's some that are little out there. I'm making my version and saying it's true, but that's, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?